Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wolfie Kohaku, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the donation. Genoa, the queen of chat. Chat. Hey, everybody, welcome in. If you can hear the sound of my voice, and hopefully you can hear the sound of my voice, you're watching Grandma Plays a Game. Hello, I'm Grandma. This is my channel where I play games. And hopefully this is a place where you can stop by when you feel the need to watch somebody derp around in your favorite games. You hear something, sounds like an angel. Oh shit, that must be the angel on my shoulder. Oh, shit, there's a devil on the other one. Oh no, we're all in trouble. I'm in danger. Okay, well, I failed to put the Discord voice chat on my gameplay, so please give me a moment. Thankfully, I added it to another scene, so it already exists. We'll just drop it in there. So hello everybody. We're going to hang out here for about 30 minutes. It's just me? I don't think so. I used to have a friend at work who called me her middle angel. She's like, "You don't tell me the right thing to do and you don't tell me the evil thing to do. You just leave the temptation out there and let me decide." I was like, "Hell yeah, girl. That's the best. That's my favorite place to be." So today's temptation is, if you cannot see the overlay, it might be very small. I hope it's not too small. We can spam the links, please feel free to spam the new commands.
I'm in danger.
Not that one. Yes, you are. Because I'm completely counting on you and Wolfie to bird
Please
dog.
save the game.
Not that command either. Nope, the new ones. The exclamation point ones that I put in the Discord for you. I'm gonna fire all my mods. Thank you. Can we get an exclamation point F in there? Yeah, there we go. There we go. You got them. And they all have shortcut aliases. There it is. Bam, bam, bam. F's in chat. F's in chat. Pay respect. Damn it. Show some goddamn respect. I did do the air horn mouth sound. That's all right. I've taken care of the two of you. Good luck with all that nonsense. Okay, so there should also be a panel. Could somebody please... Actually, I think I have it up over here. 47 style. See, I don't even know what anybody means now. Because I mean, there's now some other person going by 47 who is the antithesis of 47. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to call him Fred. Agent Fred, the hitman. Yes, there is a panel, Noah's Legacy, for Children's Hospice Southwest. Hey, Flappy's Brain Spews. What a great name. Welcome in and hello. I was getting worried that maybe my, yeah, you guys are going to have to do blankets and all of that fun stuff. What I need to do before the official stream begins at 10, is I'm going to want to check out our hook rate on the game. Wolfie, if you don't mind setting up our first test lobby, and we'll use all of the things we agreed on, all the things that I very firmly directed as how I want this to be done. I'm not controlling. Sarah Death just raided my goddamn channel with 10 people. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Sarah Death, you fucking boss. How dare you? How dare you raid me? I love you so much. Thank you. Sarah Death, y'all. Premier Dishonored 2 speedrunner. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Genoa, for being there on the shout-outs. And yeah, so I found out today, looking at Sarah Death's stream this morning, that it's Gamescom, everybody. Guess what? We scheduled our fundraiser to exactly conflict with the first hour of Gamescom. Derp! Welcome in, Flaffy's Brain Spews. I appreciate you. Welcome in all the raiders. Hey, if any of the raiders are also streamers, say something in chat. We are a rising tide lifts all boats kind of stream, and if you are a streamer, we want to make sure that you get a shout out here in the channel so more people can enjoy your beautiful content. So yeah, we're hanging out here today. A member of our community, Sushi Cannon, came in a few years ago. Your partner and you will watch the stream on your TV. How awesome is that? I love it bunches. So Sushi Cannon came in at one point and said, hey, it's getting near the anniversary of an event, and I need a safe place to kind of say this thing. And they mentioned what had happened regarding their son. If you want to read Sushi's story, then you're going to want to go here. And that will take you to Noah's Legacylaps. And that's when I was also introduced to Sushi's Fundraiser to help raise funds for the people who helped Sushi and her son Noah through his terminal illness and through his final days. So Sushi Cannon has had Noah's Legacylaps for several years now to support Children's Hospice Southwest, who are a hospice care for babies, children, and young people living with life-limiting conditions, and for their whole family. Hospice stays, emergency care, palliative care, and end-of-life care. They're in Devon, Somerset, and Cornwall in the UK. And they supported Sushi and her family through, like I say, through Noah's illness and last days. We have several commands. They should be in today's title. So exclamation point fundraiser, exclamation point Noah, exclamation point CHSW for Children's Hospice Southwest. There it is. Sarah Death. Oh my gosh. Look, y'all, you are fabulous here. We'll get rid of this. We want to see our alerts. Hang on, I can do this. Thank you so much. Holy shit, I really appreciate that. And I appreciate the shout out in your Discord today. That was your total baller. And if anybody out there wants to join in today's shenanigans, I feel like we could be Semper Gumby, always flexible, and add people. You're just going to want to go into my Discord, link in the doobly-doo. Yeah, you go skedaddle. Clean the apartment up, right? You got to work off debt now, man. 5070 Ti. We better be able to eat out of the sink. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you, Raiders. I understand that a lot of you are going to want to watch Gamescom. So I'm not going to be butthurt about that. I didn't know it was coming because I'm old and I don't pay attention to that stuff until I see somebody streaming it. Yeah, go ahead, make your tea. We're not going to start our test till about 10 till. So this is just sort of welcome in, test the alerts, make sure that everybody has an opportunity to look at that overlay working. Thank you, Sushi Cannon, for making the overlay. So yeah, Sushi came into my stream and we talked here and there about grief. I lost my mother when I was a teenager. I've never had children, but I have known lots of people who have had children pass away, and it's devastating in ways that other grief just cannot approach. So I have wanted to participate in Noah's Legacylaps, but I don't play Mario Kart. So one of the key things about Noah and going from what Sushi has said, you can join Sushi's, or you can approach Sushi and join Legacylaps for 2025 as a fundraiser. You can use our command. That's going to be exclamation point Legacylaps. That will take you to the main Tiltify campaign page for Sushi Cannon's campaign. Our campaign is a sub-campaign of that. Um, and look, I also know that lots and lots of people like me and everybody else here, we're broke. So please don't feel like you're expected to make a donation. Um, what I would love, the payment that makes the most difference on a day like today, is your eyeballs on the stream. And if you can hang out, if you can keep us tabbed up while we go around and play Age of Empires in the worst possible way. So because I don't play Mario Kart, and Noah was a huge fan of not just Mario Kart, but had a chance to join other streamers, which is why this became a gaming thing and a streaming thing. And there are tons of Mario Kart streamers and other streamers who have and play Mario Kart out there who have contributed to the fundraising for Children's Hospice Southwest for the last 2 or 3 years. This coming Sunday, August 24th, would have been Noah's 12th birthday. There will be a huge event, and you can find out the details for that with !Legacylaps. And we'll come over here and do just !L because I made everything shortcuts. So you can take a look at that link and that will show you the root fundraiser for everything going on for the rest of the year. And you should also be able to participate. Sunday is going to be a huge stream. It's big. There's several different streamers. They're all playing Mario Kart. They're all going to be on Discord voice chat. And yeah, that's that's what's going on. I have not done a fundraiser for 3.5 years. So I kind of don't remember how all of this works, but it means a lot to me to have a chance to give back. And like I say, I know we don't have much, and some of you are only able to afford to pay attention, and that's enough for me. Thank you for that. Because if our numbers can be up, then, we might get more eyeballs on the stream. Who knows? We might be the top Age of Empires stream in the category. That would be fun. I've actually had that because of streaming in the morning. So let's see. What are we doing today? We have Sarah Death and Wolfie Kohaku both subscribing. I hope y'all have a good day too. I appreciate that. It's always a lovely time being in Sarah Death's stream. So I know we got that shout out right after they rated. So if you're not already following Sarah Death, what's wrong with you? All sorts. They're a variety streamer. They're going around to all kinds of games right now with their Sarathon. And let's see. Okay. I don't even have the game up. I don't know what I'm doing. What did you expect? I don't know. We dropped into the old lady's stream and she didn't know what she was doing. There's a QR code there. I don't know how to use QR codes. Again, old. Give me punch cards. Which, if you didn't know, QR codes are based on Morse code. How about that? And the majority of the QR code is redundancy. Okay. So there we go. OBS is open. And let's see what I get when I do this. I get nothing. I get a whole lot of nothing. There it is. Oh, hell yeah. No, you can't even play the air horn anymore. I turned it off. Because I want the primary alert today to be for the fundraiser, so I did disable the sound alerts. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. And no, I don't have chat on stream, so please, if you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and put your chat up, and let's see if I can get Discord voice chat to connect. I know. I'm just going to have to sit here and make all those sounds with my mouth. Okay, I am in the voice chat. But I don't hear anything.
Now witness the beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
Hey, did y'all hear that? Play it again, Jen. Hit it again. Damn it, Hans, let him pull back. Yeah, throw something else in there, Jen.
Now witness the beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
All right, how's that coming through on stream? I can see it in my OBS. This is a beta program through OBS. So, sounds good. Jen, you could hear it. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then I figure once we get well, we have our players today are Wolfiko Haku, Genwa. Oh, somebody got her own air horn, I guess. I just won't be able to tell who's doing what. Let me just I will be honest here. I have too many screens open. Hey, Captain Nev, I see you. I see you over there now. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. So, you're a bad password. Is it all caps, Wolfie? It doesn't have to be all caps. So our players today, Wolfie Kohaku, Genwa, Captain Nev, and at some later point today, it will also be Tori Divergent. So we're going to have 4 players. Our parameters are, if we have everything rolling up correctly, we will multiplayer. Okay, I'm like, oh yeah, let's make it so that I can't do the multiplayer. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be perfect. It's not a grandma stream if we're not full metal derpage. Okay. We're going to find a custom game. And we're going to search for games. And we're going to search for, oh, we don't even have to. It's right here. Noah's Legacylaps. And I want to join as a spectator. Because I'm going to fly around the map. Hello? Who's followed me? Evie99, welcome in. Get yourself some cookies. Okay, it's a West US. Spectate games. Okay, return to main menu. We'll try that. Hello? Thank you. You'll do that? Awesome. Somebody hand out blankets. Flaffy brain spews. Again, Flaffy's brain spews. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do we have an exclamation point B for our friends over here? By the way, you can use exclamation point fort or exclamation point lurk to throw yourself officially in the pillow and blanket fort. Here, I'm going to try. There we go. I got one of them. Got one. All right, there you go. Yeah, Captain Nev. Wolfie, you might need to cancel your lobby and try again. I don't know. Do you mind resetting your lobby? Nuke it from orbit. Kill it with fire. Oh, I see you over there doing blanket work. Thank you. I know you're multitasking. That's all right. That's all right. You know, if you don't know anything about my channel, welcome in. If you can hear the sound of my voice, you are watching Grandma Plays a Game. I'm Grandma. This is my channel where I play games. And today we are, since we're doing our fundraiser for Noah's Legacylaps to benefit Children's Hospice Southwest in the UK. See, you can't do it, Jen. Sorry. No smoke signals in the pillow and blanket fort. Now, normally the streamers who fundraise on behalf of Noah's Legacylaps are Mario Kart streamers. I don't have or play Mario Kart, and it really gives me incredible anxiety to play games like that. But I do love RTS games, and I am just a nerd for games like Hi Moments Now.
I'm in danger.
Oh, you can hear them, you just can't see them. Cheese Pops, by the way. Hey everybody. Let me shout out our one of the most amazing Oh my goodness, look at all of you. So I've spelt this wrong. Probably. Oh, no, maybe I didn't. Did I get it right? Sushi Cannon! There's Sushi Cannon. The reason that I even know... No, that's Pops. Oh. I'll tell you what. One Line Derek. Hello, hello. Work lurk. I love it. Well, put yourself in the pillow and blanket fort. Exclamation point fort or exclamation point lurk. I'm going to do this real quick. Yes, Sarah Death rated. The incredible speedrunner for Dishonored 2 and tons of other stuff, but that's how I know them. Sushi Cannon, you are now a mod, so please feel free to shout out any of your streamers, any of the folks who usually do fundraisers and all of that. I got Pops right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Rising Tide Lifts All Boat streams. So what would your grandma do if you came to Grandma's house? You got Jen in the lobby? Okay, let me see if I can try. I'm going to have to change scenes so nobody else can see our password. You're playing Medieval. Oh, you are playing games with us. Elaine and Eden. Yay, my official blanket distributor is here. Hello, everybody get your cookies. Okay. What is with only having auto match? What is this mess? Is there some kind of an event today? Oh my god. Let's see if the search will work. I marked full lobbies. No, that should discount full lobbies. Checked shows lobbies that are full. Cross displays lobbies that are not full. Now, I'm not that backwards. Search. Oh, we have chosen poorly. Thanks, Stream Elements. You did allow spectators, right, Wolfie? No, there's 3 states. Check, X, and not marked at all. Hi, Jen. That should be Captain Nev. No matching parameters. It's right here. But it does not show up in games that you can spectate. I'm just going to take that off completely.
Now witness the beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
As much as I appreciate that, it is distracting at the moment when I can't get into the thing I want to get into. So, could just put a pause on that for a moment. Thank you. I'm just going to shove this over here so we can see our beautiful alerts. You know, when in doubt, turn it off and turn it back on. Yeah, you might have to start the game in order for me to spectate it. That's the other thing. It might not allow le spectation. A new spectation. The game is on. The game is running. Yeah, but is your refrigerator running? I'm not even sure I know how to spectate, so we got that going. Plus, one of the stupid little furry bugs that's been waking me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, chewing on the inside of the wall, has apparently graciously decided to die. But that also means that I am being fumigated. Oh, joy. It's amazing you're all doing this. Thank you, Sushi Cannon. Where'd you find that? Oh. Hang on a minute. I thought maybe I just hid the It's all right. It's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Spectate games. Show me games that require a password. Why? There it is. That was the whole thing. It needed the game to be running. Why are you running? Spectate game. Oh, they didn't ask me for a password. How come I didn't get asked for it? Can anybody spectate? Spectators don't need passwords? That's not the worst thing. I mean, password is just for play. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first and possibly only Tournament of Chaos. All right, I can use my arrows. Marvelous. I can jump. Okay, we have our players today. Genoa wearing the red jerseys, Seratona in beautiful blue, and N Pope 1 hanging out there in the green. N Pope 1 over here with a lovely town center, working on houses quickly. That's a fabulous strategy. We're playing Race to the Wonder today. Sushi Cannon says, Sarah Death, thank you so much for the donation. We're so close to having raised 10K. I want to do everything I can. And that's a huge milestone. Your donations can provide supplies for art therapy sessions or popcorn and soda and movie nights. You know what I would love, because I'm starting a Patreon connected to games. I would love to do a fundraiser to make sure that they have games. Card games, dice games, board games, Settlers of Catan. Everybody should do Settlers of Catan. Okay, anybody who wants to speak up in the Discord, you may. Wolfie will be in game chat, text chat in the game, so we don't get overloaded. If we gain more players in the Discord. You have a list of what funding can cover to advise. Nice. Nice. Okay, we're looking over here at Seratona. Seratona with a bold move, keeping the scout in place. That is definitely going to be limiting to Seratona's visibility around the map, but looks like those villagers are keeping busy. No idleness here. We have a strict manager. Oh, well, N Pope getting off to a really good start, knocking down those trees. We have a lumber camp going. Now, also keeping in mind, we are post-imperial age. So post-imperial age means that not only do you have all of your buildings and everything up to imperial age, which means you can start your wonder as soon as you got your goodies. You also have all of your tech trees fully advanced. Okay, let's do a quick little zoom in here and see how we're doing on food farms already going up. Is that a mill I see? Is that a mill? How can I tell? Do I have to click on it? I do. It's a house. Oh, playing the Italians. I didn't even check out which civs you guys are using. Oh, looks like red is breaking out early. Genoa sending out a scout. You guys might want to mute me in the Discord, by the way. I don't know. No, that's right. I am muted in the Discord. Seratona, you are here. Seratona, also known as Wolfie. It doesn't matter. I'll just call you by the names you're using in wherever I'm looking at the moment. So it'll be highly confusing for everyone. Yay! Oh, everybody in the Discord is muted. Okay, so if anybody has questions, feel free to ask in the Discord. Oh, there we go. Additional sheep have been recovered. Additional sheep have been recovered up there in the blue corner. And looks like red is getting really bold here. Hey, Gusty J. How the heck are you? What What is this? That is an hussar. Good heavens. We have a winged horseman over here, boys and girls, boys and berries, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Look, I got to throw a little bit of applause, just the tiniest bit of applause. How many grains of sand are there on the beaches? I don't know. We're going to have to ask Mandelbrot and work that out because that's what fractals are for. Okay, let's come back down here. Pope working hard on keeping everything concentrated. And we have our stone mine going. Town center is in production. Race to the Wonder, for those who are new to this game style, is the Vikings, of course you are, is a no combat game style. At least 2. There you go. I would say at least 3 because 3 grains of sand would define a plane. And if you only have 2, it could just be a line of sand. Which might be good for keeping out poltergeists. Oh no, that's salt. Well, sand is salty if it's on the beach. Gusty J has been supporting Noah's Legacylaps and CHSW since the beginning.
I'm in danger.
Easy there, Tiger. You are in danger. Seratona, are you actually going to go out here and scout the entire beach? You're doing just like scanning the coast for a place to put your summer home? Or what are we looking at here? Okay, so I've got to use my arrows. Okay, we have gold mine. We have a gold mine going up in one of these camps. That's going to be critical for anyone who does not choose to build a marketplace. Okay, a lot of scouts staying still because we don't have combat, so it's not going to be the biggest challenge in the world to worry about your opponents coming in and tearing down your things. We have a red villager over here just wandering outside the yellow zone. To be fair, I don't know what the yellow zone is for, except sounds like a wolfy kind of thing to do. It surely does, Moomin. It surely does. You will change your answer to at least thank you. Just as a math nerd, I have to go with that. I nearly went to college to become a statistician or an industrial engineer and ended up going to college to be a voice major for music education. Go figure. Okay. Well, red is definitely putting up a strong defense for a game that involves no combat, but that's okay. Everybody to their own devices. My promise to Sushi was that we were going... There's a wolf. Be careful. There's a gray wolf out there. There are rabid wolves in the game. World's Edge, I was going to say, what a developer. What a freaking boss. World's Edge. Continuing, think they're looking for their buddy. Oh, we're going for a walk outside today. Gonna see what's outside today. 'Cause this whole world was all set up for a curious kitten and a pug-nosed pup. I'm seeing some exclamation points here and there. Now, we've got everybody looking to get their resources up. We're trading places in here. Looks like Genoa is working on a strong lead in the resources. Keeping in mind that some of those resources are tied up in defensive positions. But also choosing a bold strategy, straddling the resources with one mine. Okay, we're good on houses. Don't forget, everybody, you've got to have certain buildings in order to, I think, in order to access. Are you able to, you know what? That's a big question. You have a really nice singing voice. Oh, thank you. The music department at my university didn't think so and recommended that maybe I don't stay a music major. So I went to be an English major. and promptly
Now
failed
witness
English.
the beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
I love that so much. You know what I would love to have as a sound bite for anybody who ever watched Red versus Blue? There was a whole thing with, I think it was Wyoming? Who was the one of the AIs that went completely rogue? Um, and they show their evil lair, and there's just the sound of a phone ringing in the background. The wonder can just be built post-imperial. Okay, good. So Captain Nev off to a very strong start here. Look, taking the lead on resource acquisition. Look at that. An individual mine for each one of the stone and gold resources. Abandoning some of the local sheep early and heading out for a hunter. There's all kinds of new animals. Do be aware not to leave any of your villagers idle. Put those villagers, pardon my French, put those villagers to work. I'm pretending to know what I'm doing. So am I, Nev, so am I. We are well met here. Yeah, we have a lot of sheep coming up. Okay, we're just gonna have to let the ads run. I probably should have turned them off today. My humble apologies, everybody. I don't know that we're able to pause a game like this once it starts. Otherwise, we would take our usual 2.5-minute break. I should have probably turned off ads and just let pre-roll run. But please forgive me for everybody who is watching. Dang it. Jen has the wonder going. Perfect. All right, there we go. Oh, Pope started building a wonder as well. Okay. The wonders are rolling. I'm gonna snooze the ad then. We're gonna take that chance and see. It shouldn't take too long. Serotonin, you're getting your resources going. I don't see any more of those idle villagers. Okay, Genoa with the right idea. Throw everybody in. Once you start that wonder, even recruit the boars. They don't do very much. They're not very helpful. But it can be fun and exciting. Well, look at this. We have a little red sheep wandering all the way down here around the green territory. Is that a spy? You can use animals to scout, by the way. Yep, throw all your villagers in there. That is really the prime strat. Pardon my use of cyberpunk terminology. Okay, there we go. Look at this, everybody. We've got some villagers dropping off their last bits of things. Oh, nope, she's going to head back out and look for more animals. Poor thing. Wolfie has constructed a marketplace. There you go, Serotonin. Go do a lot of exchanges and get yourself the resources you need. You sent sheep to Jen. Well, look, it's hilarious. There it is. There it is, everybody. Okay, returning to our map. Look at this. Genoa, the Queen of Chat, also the Queen of Age of Chaos. Let's slip the derps of war. Sushi Cannon, look at us go. We did a thing. Okay, everybody, look. I do want to take our 2.5 minute break because I really can't be sitting down for hours at a time. But let's wander on down here to N Pope's territory. This is just lovely, tight construction in here. All of the buildings, that marketplace, tending to be super valuable in a race to the wonder. So, you think that was fun? Do we want to just lather, rinse, repeat, give this another go through? We'll be picking up a new player after the second game. If Tori is available, Jen, during the middle of this game, we'll add them on the following game. I'm going to try to hang out as long as I possibly can, and I need to make sure that I'm hydrating since I'm talking nonstop. I feel like one of the show hosts for QVC Network. Okay, is everybody all right if we hop on out and take a break? Could I please get some chat spam? Let's get some of our commands. If your hands get tired, look, I would tell you we could switch places and I would host the game and you could commentate, but you don't want to talk out loud to people where they can hear you. There we go. Do them all. Do them all. Do them repeatedly for 2.5 minutes. Let me hop back over here to OBS. All right. Tell your neighbors. Tell your friends. Wake the kids. It's Age of Dirtpires Supreme. Let me come back over here. I thought about putting the camera up today so that I could actually host the show. And then it got to be like 10 after 9. And I'm like, I have to go to the store and I still haven't eaten breakfast. And all right, we're going to let these ads run. I'm going to give you guys a beautiful break screen. Please appreciate this break screen. Yes, please do. You're going to get a little bit of music here. Should be nice and fairly quiet. I tried to put a bunch of links in here so people can grab those in short order, Sushi, but whatever you would like to do, this is why you're a mod. I'm trusting you and Captain Nev to track Noah's Legacylaps on Tiltify. Genoa and Wolfie will monitor our be our moderators here in the main stream chat, and please enjoy this lovely montage, this photo montage that I put together. I'm super proud of the fact that I had to layer multiple assets and find music and all of that fun stuff. Nev, this is why, you got nothing. You're not trusted with anything. Although really nicely played. So just, Jen, throw that applause in there for me. Everybody, applause. Thank you to our players, Genoa, Seratona, and N Pope 1. We will be back in 2.5 minutes with another round. Age of Chaos. Thank you, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I'm going to press the buttons. You're going to get 2.5 minutes to stand up, walk around, refill your hydration vessel of choice. It might not be long enough to boil a kettle to make your tea, but if you're in the UK, your kettle should be ready to go. And water that's already been boiled should boil again faster. Because science. Okay. I'm hitting the buttons. Here we go. BRB. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Stricken Plague Doctor, welcome in. Welcome in. So, Sushi Cannon, thank you very much. Children's Hospice Southwest covers the largest geographic area in the UK for life limited children and their families. They care for approximately 530 children across 3 houses in the Tri-County area. That's Devon, Somerset, and I forget the other one that I read earlier. Everything they provide is entirely free of charge for the children and families, which is why fundraising matters so much. Cornwall. Devon, Cornwall, and Somerset. Now, Sushi, if you want to, since everybody else in the Discord is muted, and I have the Discord as an audio capture for our game screen, not I don't have it in this scene, but once we're playing the game, if you would like to speak to stream and you're welcome to do that. Oh, thank you, Captain Nev. I might be a somebody who does a whole lot of voice stuff in my little part of the world. Okay, let me get out of the game. How do I do this? Close, leave. No. There it is. Quit current game. There we go. Okay. So, welcome back, everybody. If you can hear the sound of my voice, you are watching Grandma Plays a Game. I'm Grandma. This is my channel where I play games. And today, we are hosting, thank you very much, Spariel, welcome in, you magnificent, although you've probably already been here, Sarah Death rated earlier. Thank you so much, everybody who's hopping in today. We are doing an Age of Chaos tournament. Nobody here is actually any good at the game. Well, they might be, but they're not today. That's the agreement. This is Age of Durpires. Welcome in. This is also a fundraiser for Noah's Legacylaps benefiting Children's Hospice Southwest. Once they start, yeah, absolutely, whenever you want. As long as you can see the game screen, then you are absolutely in the right place. Because the game screen, this is the one scene where I put the Discord voice chat. So I'll try to keep this up as much as possible. If you can see on the overlay there, Children's Hospice Southwest. And as we were just reading, takes care of families and children who are life limited and their families. Everything provided free of charge. So that's appointments. Go ahead and spam all of our commands for today. Exclamation point F, exclamation point N, exclamation point L, and exclamation point Noah. If there's anybody just joining the stream who is interested in being a player, I will invite you to join our Discord. And you can check in and talk to Wolfie Kohaku on the Discord, who is our lobby hoster. That does something sounds wrong about that. Our lobby hoster for today. So what are we doing? Well, Noah's Legacylaps, because Noah was a huge fan of Mario Kart and was invited multiple times to join live streams to play Mario Kart with some incredible people. I know about Cheese Pops, who welcomed Noah in, and Noah's legacy is that he brought a lot of joy to a lot of people for the things that he was passionate about. If you want to read Noah's story, you can read what... Pardon me. Can't lean over here. Exclamation point N. That is Sushi Cannon's story of why Children's Hospice Southwest is so important to them and why Noah's Legacylaps exists. So that's their story. And that said, we are... can I see my own overlay? We are $40 in, or 40 pounds in, pardon my English, pardon my American English. We are 40 pounds into a 100-pound goal for not just today. We will be doing this for the next 2 days because I can't be here for very long, but when I can, that's what we're doing. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Age of Chaos. Fun for the whole family. We will be changing up game modes as we see fit. We will not be doing anything standard. And let's get into game number 2. Our players today are Genoa, Seratona. Tori's going to join. Awesome. Tori Divergent. Wolfie Kohaku. Captain Nev Pope. I said a bippity boppity boo. Okay. I can spell left a note where do you know how many things I'm You're gonna have to stick that note on my monitor. You're a derp. You donated direct. That's not a problem. Every donation counts. I wish I could just play the alert here, but don't worry about it, Sparrow. We have Fundraiser. You can use the panel below the stream. 40 pounds can fund a full month of gaming subscriptions. Nintendo Switch Online, Game Pass, and PS Plus. You guys know how much I believe that games are good for your mental health. Thank you, Spariel, for your donation. Sushi can see it because Sushi is in charge of the main campaign. Okay, let's go back to the main menu. The kids we support love gaming. Yes, it means a lot to them, and it means a lot to me. I as a school teacher for 10 years, I was a huge advocate for playing games because, like Sir Ken Robinson, I believe that we learn through play. There are so many young people who play games that have different achievements and different gear you can earn and things like that. And they basically understand economics and things like that. There's a whole lot that gaming can bring. And I'm not going to be one of those people who's just like, oh my God, these people who play games, are you not an adult or something? No, everybody needs to play. Play more. Chore less, play more. Okay, Wolfie, I'm hoping you have, yeah, we're keeping all parameters the same. All parameters remain the same. Hi, Tori, welcome in. So that'll be 4 players on the map. Yeah, we'll do Wonder Race all day if you guys want to. And that way, you know, once you get your sea legs, we can start getting a little bit more ridiculous with it. Okay. Dishes are not a game. I agree 1,000%. Dishes are my nemesis. Although I did used to make a game out of it because I used to not be able to convince myself to do dishes. And one of my self-nurturing reparenting things was to tell myself to just do the coffee mugs, nothing else. In fact, you're not allowed to do anything else. Okay. Once everyone is ready and joins the lobby, I will be able to click in as a spectator. Please don't let yourselves feel any pressure about playing well. That is not our job here. If I could figure out how to use the mod where you can add sports cars to this game, we would have sports cars and we would play Mario Kart. I mean, if you want to be an agent of chaos, that's on you. Just remember that it will come back on you. So once everybody is ready, please click I'm ready. And then we can begin the game. Sure. Or we could even do that tomorrow or Thursday. I mean, I'm leaving tomorrow and Thursday up in the air because I don't know. How are we doing there? I don't see anything here. Do we have everybody in the lobby? Okay, everybody who is going to play this match, please take a moment, check your screen, make sure you have clicked everything you need to click. If you're not able to join, then please join us for the next game. Hello, hello? I have radio silence. Anybody out there? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? I don't know who we're waiting for either. I don't know, Wolfie. You're gonna have to. You're the host of the lobby, so you're gonna have to tell me what we're waiting on. If you have to kick somebody, then okay, yeah. If you're struggling with the game, then join us on the next match. That's all good. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Sushi. Yeah, I'd rather play a couple of quick games than. And I know you and Jen are both playing, so we're probably straining your resources, but we'll pick you up, Tori. Don't worry about it. We'll get you in here. There we go. The Vikings. We have two Italians. Oh my goodness, ceiling cat. Oh my ceiling cat. Here we are. Genoa in beautiful purple, Seratona this time in lime, and N Pope wearing the blue jerseys. Okay, there's Seratona off to an early scout start. And N Pope, there's the villagers moving. Okay, looks like we have pheasants this time. All right. Oh, yeah, getting a full neighborhood going over here in the purple. Looks like we have pheasants and pigs. I'm not making any law enforcement jokes. I just want that down for the record. Chaos time. Let's slip the rabid wolves of war. Here we go. Okay, green. For better visibility. Thank you so much, Serotonin. You know, that's obviously I just saw your chat. When you're blue, I can't see your in-game texts. Oh, speaking of blue, look at this. Definitely getting off to an early start with some farms and taking out those birds. Now, if you didn't know, you can click on those birds and then right-click somewhere near your town center and move them. There are some animals that once they have a collar that they are wearing that is in your team color, they're yours and you can move them where you want. But please keep in mind, these boars, not like that at all. They will murder you. Again, not making law enforcement jokes, so I deserve a prize. Happy little piggies over here. Top tip, thanks, you're welcome. You're welcome. In fact, we even have some agents of chaos who will claim those herdable animals and start sending them off to other people's camps just to be hilarious. Okay, what do we have? We have some relics on the map, but I don't know that anybody has time to capitalize on those. It looks like Genoa is forced to build multiple mining camps this time. There's a straddling opportunity down here in the south corner. Working hard on lumber, all the beautiful herdables up here neatly in the town center. It's a very tight operation you have going on there, Genoa. And we have lots of activity down here in the blue camp. Okay. Oh, we're having a scouting party. The scouts have all teamed up. There we go. All right. So you can drag a box around those herdable animals and then right-click them somewhere. You can put them in a whole group. You can't do that with the deer and the boar and things like that. But it looks like you have some incoming. You have some incoming visitor pigs. As soon as one of your villagers gets close enough, they will start wearing collars. Have I been looking? No, I mean I have been looking, but I have a sneaking suspicion I know what your strategy is. I do believe I may have seen that strategy before. So we are working here in the coastal area. For those of you who are just joining the stream, we are playing a Race to the Wonder starting post-Imperial Age. And that allows all of the players to simply begin building resources and head immediately into building their wonders. And once again, we have Genoa really maximizing all of that resource gathering, staying at the top of the list in resources down here in the bottom right-hand corner. By the way, folks, we are running a fundraiser. The whole reason we are here playing Age of Chaos Derpires Extraordinaire is so that we can raise funds on behalf of Children's Hospice Southwest for Noah's Legacylaps. Noah's Legacylaps is a fundraising campaign on Tiltify started by Sushi Cannon in honor of her son to fundraise in support of the hospice who supported them both throughout Noah's terminal illness and in his final days, and supported Sushi through all of that as well. Children's Hospice Southwest. Oh, I thought we had our. I was going to read my pinned comment. All right, we can do it like this. Da, 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 da. I forgot to make a donate command. But that's okay, because we can just go to the the fundraiser. Exclamation point F is the Tiltify command to donate. And Children's Hospice Southwest. There we go. I thought that had a little blurb about, there it is. They are the only children's hospice in the Southwest. They provide care from the hospices in Devon, North Somerset, and Cornwall, with costs of about £14 million to keep their 3 hospices open. They raise funds to continue to be there for babies, children, and young people and their families, serving more than 500 families in the southwest of England. Their services are absolutely free to every family who needs them. Pinned the link from there. Perfect. Whatever works. You have free reign. Seratona, surprisingly, leaping into the lead on resource collection. What is going on up here? We have a mill. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a mill. So far, I've not... Oh, Genoa. Absolutely pressing everyone, starting on the wonder. A wonder has begun. There we are. Captain Nev Pope 1 down here, really smartly creating that marketplace. Now you should be able to click on any villager, Nev, and it should select all. I see one little villager down here on the far side of your town center trying to hide. We have a loafer over here. Send some images on the Discord, please. Absolutely. What I wanted to do was take that lovely poster you have set up for Sunday. By the way, folks, we're just doing our happy little moment here. And Nev, I'm not sure if you can hear me. Just double click on any villager and it should select all of them. I think. That I could be very wrong about. There he goes. There he goes. Somebody found him on his smoke break. Oi, 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 you. Over here. But looking up here, strangely, it's Seratona's camp. And we have a lot of villagers walking around. Just now, getting work done on the wonder. Did we have a population cap on this? I see down here we have 20 of 25 villagers. Why not get started? Pop cap is at 50. Got them all working. All right, there you go. I'm here to look out for you, Nev. It's the first time you've joined us in our madness. We have done this a couple of times, and I struggled with getting Age of Empires to show up. I was having to do display captures, and even the window capture was not working effectively. And then after some... Oh, look at that. You've got a lot more villagers rolling on that, Nev. That's looking good. Looking good. Population over here. Can I see individually? How do I do that? Nope, that's not how you do it. I don't know how to see how many villagers you have. Oh, what am I doing? Is this which player? Oh, I am here. Aha! I am Gaia. I am the world. Wait, what? No, I have to do it like this. Sorry, I have never spectated before. So, Sushi, I wanted to put your Sunday event poster in my chat. Please feel free to link your Discord in my Discord. You could link it here as well. That's perfectly acceptable, but you might get better participation if you link it in the Discord. There we are. Bow, 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 bow. You can play the air horn now. Look at all these surprised villagers. Like, what? What even happened? Oi, mate. But that's a beautiful poster you made for Sunday's event. Sunday is the anniversary of Noah's birthday. Noah would be turning 12. So if you are able, there are multiple streamers participating in Sunday's event. After Sunday, you have the next announcements. How many streamers are actually streaming for Sunday, Sushi? On August 24th. Let's wait for Grandma to be done. Then we can, yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. You guys are having a chat. That's fine. You can also use the Discord. Whatever works for you. So I'm just going to hop around here on the map and advertise. Sunday will be a Mario Kart event. I'm fairly certain. The original, the OG Mario Kart. Okay, is everybody starting to get their sea legs? Tori, did your game ever come up? Look at this. 2-0. 2-0. Genoa really coming out strong in the first couple of matches. Not that we're keeping track anywhere. Because that's not what it's about. Might be 8, might be 7. I saw a lot of people saying they were going to play.
Greatest empire of all time.
You couldn't find the game when we searched? Okay, to make sure you have your parameters open. Don't try not to click any boxes. And, you know what, Wolfie, I'm wondering if we should just call it Noah. Or NLL, maybe. NLL would be easier to search for. Which do you prefer? Nev wants to win one. Everybody gets a win here. We might have to do a Defend the Wonder. You have 12 players. Of them, 7 are definitely streaming. Oh my gosh. That's brilliant. Yeah, Wolfie, let's just call it Noah. That's easier to search for than type in the whole thing. And as much as I like to advertise for it, quit. I gotta get out of the game so you can do a new lobby. There you go. Participation trophies. We don't do that here. Get good, scrub. It's all good. It's all good. The more players we get, poor Nev. Again, I taught middle schoolers, so I'm not really allowed to have a lot of mercy on these things. I need you to understand I came right out of the military and taught elementary school, both primary and middle students. And my middle school was always 70% hormonal boys. So we were teaching wolf cubs to hunt. So I will let you guys work out whatever you guys think is best. I have to trust you with it. Go for it, Wolfie. Whatever you think is best. Sushi, feel free to put all the blurbs you want in chat. Keep that paragraph about CHSW, like keep it in a sticky note or something so that you can continue to spam that in chat. I give you full permission to interrupt everything because you're the reason I even know about this, baby. And I thank you very much for joining us that day. And being willing to talk about your experience. Okay, shall we do one more of the lather, rinse, and repeat? You have your notes. Perfect. Let's do one more on lather, rinse, repeat so we can get Tori hopefully plugged in. And then once you guys get started on your game, we can join in the rest of us as spectators. Hey, everybody, please make sure that you're staying hydrated. We'll do one more. Let's do a quick game, and I forgot to turn off. Can I turn off ads mid stream? That's the question. That's the burning question on everyone's mind. Yeah, let's push an ad break then. We'll go ahead and take our ad break early. We'll just do 2.5 minutes in between matches. Give me un momento, por favor. Return to main menu. I know how to run a stream. Sure I do. Okay. I'm going to do this. Okay, we're going to do that. I'm going to push the button over here in Stream Manager. We are going to take 2.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And while we do that, anybody who wants to add information in the chat regarding Noah's Legacylaps 2025, Sushi, feel free to advertise your event on Sunday. And feel free to pretty much do whatever you want. We are all here for you and the community you have created and the people you have chosen to raise funds for. And let's take a break. 2.5 minutes, everybody. Here we go. BRB. Hey, welcome back from the break, everybody. Thank you so much. If you can hear the sound of my voice, you have tuned into Grandma Plays a Game. I'm Grandma. This is my channel where I play games. And hopefully this is a place that you can come by and enjoy yourself. Today, we are doing something crazy. And that is, we are trying to play Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition Race to the Wonder as if it were Mario Kart. That's right, full metal derpage. We are 40% of the way to our 100-pound goal, fundraising for NOAA's Legacylaps 2025 to benefit Children's Hospice Southwest. That began 30 years ago this year at Little Bridge House, later adding Little Harbor in Cornwall, and then Charlton Farm in Bristol. The houses are placed in such a way there should never be more than a 90-minute drive for a family in need to visit their closest house for a respite stay or a family event. Thank you, Sushi Cannon, for introducing us to this fundraiser, and I am so grateful that you had the folks at Children's Hospice Southwest to support you and your son Noah during his final days. Thank you very much. Let's everybody step up. We'll get the support going. Remember, we're doing this for 2 more days. I created a modest goal that I knew I would be able to achieve. I could cover it if we didn't get anybody at all in. I know we have a small community and we're all broke as fuck. Pardon my French. But we have 2 more days to do this, and Gamescom just started an hour ago, so I didn't know that was today. We have a lot of competition for eyeballs, and there's a whole lot of folks who aren't even available at the moment to look around at different streams. Let's give them a chance to get bored. Once the first couple of announcements come out of Gamescom, that's all right. Plus, that's only today. So tomorrow and Thursday is all us, baby. Okay, let's go over to the game. We are playing Race to the Wonder, post-Imperial Age, all the resources. Population cap should be about 50. And we have 4 players. We have Genwa, Wolfie Kohaku, also known as Seratona, Captain Nev, Nev Pope 1, and Tory Divergent. Searching, searching, searching. Ayo. There we are. I had something clicked that shouldn't have been. Oops. Why did I click that? That should have been Toru. Okay. Playing as Toru. There it is. Beep boop. And here we go. Vikings, Italians, and Japanese. Playing on the coastal map. It's a large 8-player map. Playing standard difficulty. And away we go. Here we are. Okay. We have cows. If you don't know the Cows song from Sandra Boyanton, all right, who do we have? Genwa playing purple again. Toru is going to be in gold. Seratona, lime green, and Pope. Captain, I'm just going to call you Captain Nev whenever I remember to do that. Hanging out in the Danish orange. Do you have Danish roots there, Pope? Okay, here we are looking at the town centers. We have houses going up. Everybody's working on some animals, it seems. All right. Yep, strong start over here in the gold. There's a lot of activity going on up here in green. I suspect there's some scouting happening pretty quick. So, as a reminder, the standard herdable animals, pigs and cows, can be selected you can left click on one of those animals, then right click at your town center and herd those animals right into the town center. No Danish roots as far as you know? All right then. Where's that Netherlands? Dang it. I'm sorry. I get a lot of the countries confused. Okay. Now you should have a hotkey for idle villagers as well. That can be really helpful. Oftentimes, if you're playing keyboard and mouse, that would be the period and the comma. The period should give you access to the next idle villager, and then you'll get your comma that will give you access to an idle military unit. All right, Toru, you have a couple of cows hiding out behind your town center. Scaredy cows is what we have over there. Okay, Genoa once again pulling out to a strong lead here, getting a nice grouping of houses together. And another straddle mine. Look at that. Think you're okay? Unless you mistake a football fan. They're wild. Shrimp Army Games. Yay, welcome in all the mods. That's what happens. If you show up at my stream on a day that's not like this, all the viewers in my chat are basically mods. Everyone's basically mods. Okay. What do we have? What's going on? Okay. Thank you everybody who's hanging out in Discord, and you can't play right now. No, I knew it was going to be difficult. Shrimp, tomorrow might work for you though, cuz we're probably not going to start until later. Depending on whether or not I have a seminar to go to. Oh, look at this. This is lovely, Captain Nev. Got all of those villagers on this cluster of cows down here. The houses come together real nice. Now we've got some folks running over here to these berries. Looking lovely. Okay, can't use wads. Have to use the arrows. Don't forget to use the arrows. And look at that. We have Seratona also using the straddling mine concept, putting the mine part way between the resources. Anything and everything you can do is incredible. Please do not leave yourself short. True, you can't pour from an empty cup. Okay, don't short yourself. And again, I created a goal that I would be able to cover should nothing happen, should nobody come in. If nothing else, my function as a contingency war planner in the military comes in handy when you're looking at, well, what's the worst case scenario and what are we going to do if that comes up? We have scouts on the move everywhere, ladies and gentlethems. And I see a marketplace. That is such a smart strategy in a game like this. Getting that marketplace up goes a long way to effective resource management. Although we are playing post-imperial tomorrow. Yeah, if you can, you can. Again, if we have people popping in partway through, then wait till the game ends. We'll take a little break and you can come in on the next game. All right, getting resources in for everybody. There's only a gap of about 300 resources between the top and the bottom here. Strong lumber mill. We've got a good food mill going. Well spaced, dropping that food mill in there where you can throw some farms for town center and the mill. Get some lonely berries, cheap food over there, but I think you either picked up all your cows or you sent them to your opponents. Really liking this villager management over here, Captain Nev. Squared up on that. Everybody's working. We don't have anybody out there taking smoke breaks. Getting your buildings up. Absolutely fabulous. Genoa also smartly working on that marketplace. Now, Genoa, you're going to start to see this straddling pitfall in that you have villagers walking a long distance from that western stone resource to the mine. So you want to be careful there that you don't let your villagers do too much walking. Not that anybody here is trying to speed run. Now I almost want to see that, because I do love my speedrunners. GDQ! Shout out GDQ. We actually have a command. And again, how I met Saradeath. Saradeath, if anybody is still here from Saradeath's community, thank you, Saradeath, for the raid today. I know a lot of those folks are going to be hanging out in Gamescom. They're very excited about a lot of the new things that are coming out. There's going to be an announcement about Hollow Knight. I don't blame anybody for putting their eyeballs over there. We're going to be here tomorrow as well. We'll just be here possibly. If I don't hear about the seminar, I might come on early. We'll just pop up the fundraiser and I can do something else. Let's see. I can look at individual. There we go. Individual players here. And I can get rid of the fog of war. There we go. So I can see everything. I can see everything. What's that? Oh, look at that. All right, so I can see where everybody is. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like that. All right, looking at the populations here. Okay, I didn't know I could do this. This is nice. This is very nice. I'm basically God. No, if I were, there would never be a sick child on the planet. Guarantee you that. Yeah, looking at this.
The beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
Oh, somebody must have started their wonder, because that sound alert usually means there's a wonder in progress. Worried Bacon Gaming. Playing Super Mario 64. Hey! Hop on over there. Make sure Worried Bacon Gaming gets a follow. Thank you, Sushi. Thank you. Okay, I'm just watching some of this population, your villager counts. That resource gathering is so important. Look at this over here. Captain Nev, over 1,000 wood and gold. Looking great there. Genoa, all those resources are down because that's a wonder being built. That's a wonder being built over there. Okay, oh, look at that Seratona as well. You can see that instant drop in the resources, and that is usually the fastest sign. Oh, and there it goes. And Pope, Captain Nev popped off with their wonder as well. It's all down to how many villagers you can get building at this point, boys and girls. It's a real race to the wonder. And Toru, I know, first game in, but your sea legs are really starting to kick there. Working on the berries, you've got your mill going, effective mine management, that lumber camp. Absolutely a good start. These are solid foundational skills. When we start getting into the next game, you are absolutely, those habits are going to serve you really well. I love how this is rolling out for folks. So let's take another look over here and see what we have going for populations. Looks like Captain Nev might have a bit of an advantage on the building with 30 villagers, but it's kind of hard to tell. We have nearly halfway to completion, and we're over here. Oh, 60%. Who's following? Friedrich the Tomcat. Welcome in, Friedrich. Thank you so very much. All players are doing fine or fine, asks Sushi. Are we talking about freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and exhausted? Or are we talking about fine? Okay, oh my goodness, 90% complete up here in the gold. Sorry, in the lime green. Oh, it is a true race to the finish here. Everybody's in the last 10%. This is a true race. For those of you who are watching my stream over here, you can see down at the bottom left, this is the progress remaining. Down to the wire. It's down to the wire. We're in the last 1,000. Welcome in, Friedrich. Thank you so much for being here. Get your cookies. Enjoy. We are playing Age of Chaos, where we are effectively trying to figure out how to play Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition as if it were Mario Kart. Okay, what are we going to get here? What are we getting? And what did we get? Who won? What happened? And Pope defeated. Toru defeated. Seratona victorious. Genoa has been unseated as the reigning champion. Let's take a look there. Let's take a look and see. How close were we? Just on the wire. Absolutely. Looks like, oh, only 750 away. Not much at all. Yeah, there you go. Seratona and Genoa. That was fun. Good game all. I honestly feel like a rematch is in order. GG. That was close. So, let's see, where are we? We don't have another ad for 45 minutes, so we have time for another match before we take an ad break. Does anybody want an ad break? Do you need to stand up? Do you need to refill your fluids? Thank you, Friedrich, for coming in. We are doing a fundraiser. This is time to spam all of our commands. You guys work it out amongst yourselves. If anybody needs a break, we take a break. If everybody's good to go on a rematch, then let's run it again. I think this is a really excellent way to play. Wolfie, you get another about 30 minutes of gameplay. Cool. I mean, if you are able to continue to set up the lobbies, then we can always run with our 3 players. If Captain Nev can hang out, just let me know when you guys are getting down to your last match. And if that's all you have, that's all you have. No harm, no foul. Okay. Looks like there's no complaints, no requests for a break, so let's head right on into our next match. Wolfie's going to be setting up our lobby. Yeah, see, there you go. Wolfie, about the time that you're dropping out, Shrimp Army might be able to drop in. And I'm able to hang out until, let's see, I have about another 2 hours-ish. 2+ hours available. Brain-wise, I mean, my brain just pretty much starts shutting down around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. That's when I have to go do physical things, because brain no work no more. Okay. Let me know when we have the lobby ready to go, when everyone has clicked I'm ready and has joined the game, and I will come in and participate. So let me get some of our commands up. No. Sushi Cannon is hanging out as a moderator in the chat today. If you would like to contribute to Noah's Legacy Laps for Children's Hospice Southwest, you can click on the panel down below the stream, or you can click that link that I just posted in chat. You want to know what Noah's story might be? Well, this is Noah's story as written by Noah's mom and why Noah's Legacy Laps exists today. Someone who lost so much, and still decided to give back to the people who were there to support her and her son. And if you want to know more about the charity we are supporting, Children's Hospice Southwest is a UK-based hospice for life-limited babies and children and their families. You can read more about Children's Hospice Southwest right there, and we should also have some pinned comments here and there as Sushi rotates those around, where you can read a little bit more about Children's Hospice and Noah's Legacy Laps. There will be a huge event coming up on Sunday, August 24th. Mario Kart. Tons of players. 7 or possibly 8 different streams, did you say? Okay, are we taking a break, Wolfie? We say break, we'll take a break. I'd rather do that than sit on this screen. Already gone. Yeah, okay. I would rather. That way we can have folks spamming the chat. Tournament of 12 streamers racing each other in as much chaos as possible. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back to the main menu there. I'm going to come back to my main menu here. Say thank you, everybody who's hanging out. As you can see in the upper left-hand corner, we are 40% of the way to our 100-pound goal. I'm hoping to bust that wide open over the next 2 days. Let's raise twice as much. We can do that. We can do that for children and their families. No one should have to suffer like that. In the meantime, so that everybody can refill and Sushi can start throwing some thank you so much. Thank you so much. If anybody wants to hop into the Discord, there should be a link below the stream, BTS, below the stream, that you can check out. And I'm going to give us a 2.5-minute break. I'm clicking the buttons right now. Enjoy some beautiful music and some lovely montage of images from the game. And we will BRB. And welcome back from the break, everybody. If you can hear the sound of my voice, you are watching Grandma Plays a Game. Bam, 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 bam. No, apparently you can still do the alerts. They just aren't going to show up visually on screen. Let's jump back into the game, and I can tell you what we're doing here as we get playing. Oh no! Can I not hear anything? It didn't go off. Uh-oh. Well, didn't work. I guess I did break it. That's all right. We'll tell everybody what's going on. There we go. If you want to support Children's Hospice Southwest but are not able to provide funds, we have your back. Sushi Cannon says we can offer help setting up fundraisers, online tournaments, ideas, or in-person fundraisers, and more. And that's where we want to send people over to here. That is the direct link to your campaign, Sushi. So that'll be a quick and easy way for folks to connect to Sushi, who is the reason that we even know about this fundraiser. All right, let's go to Spectate Games. There we go. Okay, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We are doing a tournament today as we do our fundraiser. The fundraiser today is for Noah's Legacylaps in support of Children's Hospice Southwest. We know that everybody is dealing with financial circumstances, so if you can donate, that is wonderful. Donating with your eyeballs is really going to help visibility on the stream. And for everybody who is able, feel free to join in on the main campaign, set up a fundraiser on your own, join in and watch other fundraisers as they get going. You can stay on top of all the things. Okay, let's see who we have rolling right here in our player base. We have Serotonin in lime green, Toru 30 in bright gold, Captain Nev Pope in blue, and Genoa in purple. Down here in the southern corner, we are looking at Toru. Over here in the west in purple, Genoa. Camp in the north in the blue jerseys, looking at Captain Nev. What a lovely suburban housing structure. That's a lot of cows, mate. That's a lot of cows. And Sushi has been wonderful. I would not have an overlay if it weren't for Sushi. I would not have the idea that it was okay to do this when I was like, I don't do Mario Kart and I don't know anything about it. Serotonin apparently creating a barricade between the town center and all their resources. It's a bold strategy here in the early game, but we're going to see how that works out for them. All right, leading the population charge, Captain Nev. Oh, Genoa with even more houses than she can fill at the moment. Let's see how everybody's doing. Okay, we have lumber mills up. We have houses up. Oh, look at that. A mill and farms getting going. Pull some of those cows in for yourself there, Toru. That'll help. That'll help with that food. Very nice. Very nice. I love to see this. Genoa getting the villagers on those cows. What a lovely grouping. You have plenty of beef over there. Where's the beef? It's all over there in Blue Camp. That's where it is. Nobody's old enough to remember that commercial. All right then. So, yeah, and apparently that the lady who did the Where's the Beef commercial uh did a commercial for somebody else and said, "I found it." And Wendy's like dropped her in an instant. It was like, "You can't do that though. That's a conflict." I didn't send 3 cows off to other people. Definitely not. Wolfie likes to use the livestock as agents of chaos. Gaming is for everyone, and gaming is meant to be inclusive. That's right. And that's one of the reasons I'm here. Very early in my streaming career, which I started 3 years ago, I had a lot of 30-something folks who I followed, and I ran into a young woman's stream at one point, and she was talking to her chat, and she greeted me very warmly. Everybody has always been so gracious to the old lady when I hop into their chats, which I don't do quite as much anymore. And she was saying, I talked to friends of mine. There they are. There's the Chaos Cows. Tell Rue you might have received a gift of cattle from your rancher to the north. And she said, I started looking at, well, what are you going to do? If you're an adult, you're not supposed to, oh, you do remember the beef. Yes. Are we really? I just always expect people to be younger than me sometimes. Although there are multiple grandmas who stream. You can search grandmas. Anyway, so she's talking about, getting to be 35 and maybe I shouldn't be playing games anymore. And she said, you really inspire me that you're out here, over 50 and you're playing games. And then the number of people I ran into who found out that I was, I'm 57 now, and they're like, there's a really young to be a grandma. And like, when I started realizing that my siblings were grandparents and that people I knew my age had grandchildren, I went, I'm not too young to be a grandma. You're 48? Okay. There you go. We are all here for it. Gaming is important. And the more I get into my Patreon project, which I will be announcing in September officially, looking at this villager count over here, and again, Captain Nev really maximizing that villager potential. And it would appear that Genoa is isolating resources. Okay, instead of splitting people out on different things at any given time, Genoa is hard focusing, drilling down, as it were, into the single resource management. Truly amazing strategies here. But Nev will say I look half decent for 48. Look, I started realizing, and I have a whole rant about it somewhere in my clips, about saying somebody looks young really needs to stop being a compliment. Not that I want it to be an insult, but the more I realize that we just fetishize youth a little bit too hard, and there's so much more to be gorgeous with as you get older, because it's not to be too much in the a beautiful heart makes someone beautiful, because I mean but I will be very clear that you can be model agency pretty and have an ugly character, and there's no getting past it. The bags under my eyes are big enough to take on a week vacation. But I'm tish. I just stopped worrying about it. Or like I said to my stream, and I'm not out to be totally cruel, but there's some truth in this. I mean, I look at certain people who are like, these are the headliner streamers. I'm like, Asmongold? I hate them. You do you. Okay, here we go. Population. Oh, yeah. Captain Nev really pushing that population cap. We can get all the way up to 50, but you need a castle to probably fill out that last 20 pop, unless you're going to build more houses. Let's look at our resource management here. Oh, yeah. Toru up over 1,000 in food and wood. Looking fabulous. Gen Wad. Oh, that's going to be a wonder started. I just saw the massive drop in resources there. Yep, there we go. Once again, early start on the wonder. Now, I'm just curious if that 24 population, 23 currently, is going to cause issues.
The beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
There we go, the greatest empire of all time. But Serotonin working really hard on all the resources now. I don't worry. At this point, the looks don't matter. I'm not trying to attract anything with my looks. Oh, there's another. Is that another wonder? Is that a wonder up here in Lime's territory? Nope, that's N Pope. N Pope just started popping up the wonder. And I have a couple scouts playing footsie down there. Is it hoofsie? I don't know. Is it hoofsie if it's the scouts? Everything about this game is so beautiful. So beautiful. Will there be enough villagers in each area? We're looking at 21, 24, 25, but N Pope in the lead with 30 villagers. Oh, we have a castle over here. Ladies and gentlemen, Serotonin, Wolfie Kohaku, has created a whole castle. How is that going to help in the resource management when 2 players have already begun wonders? It just felt like building a castle. That's the kind of chaos we want to see in the world. Go start building somebody else's wonder. Can you even do that? Can you send your villages to work? No, if you click on somebody else's stuff, they'll start attacking it, won't they? How do we make this more chaotic? That's what I want to know. If I could come in from the sky and just start randomly eliminating buildings. So you know how in SimCity there would be disasters? Like if I could just come in and delete somebody's houses. I mean, it says I'm Gaia, right? I am the earth. I will open up a rift in the ground and swallow your town center whole. Who sent you a cow? I'll give you 3 guesses, and Toru and N Pope don't count. Does this game have crowd control functions? I have no idea. Captain Nev focusing so hard on building that wonder. All right, let's get in here on wonder. Oh my goodness, 80%. Somebody desperate. And multiple castles up here. Multiple castles going on. And oh yeah, it is definitely going to be a race to the wonder. And Toru pulling this up here in real time. Holy cow, a little bit of a late start. Why is your wonder so expensive for the Persians? That's almost 1,000 more expensive than the others here. We're coming down to the wire. To the wire. I think that population surplus is really going to do the trick. And there it is. There it is. We saw it tick over in the last seconds. Grandma Gaia. We need a mod for that. If you're spectating a game, you should be allowed to be like Gaia spectator. Captain Nev with the win up here in the blue jerseys in the north quadrant of the map. How close were we, Jen? Less than 300 away. Captain Nev. Genoa with 2. N Pope with 1. Seratona with 1. Toru, you're next. It's going to be your Wonder Race coming up. Let's do this thing. 2 castles house more people and they offer more to the economy. It's a moral victory. Wolfie just likes to play. I really Seratona Wolfie, I gotta say is an excellent companion to have in the sandboxes on the playgrounds, because they really do just like playing. So as the teacher, when I say works and plays well with others, you are getting a satisfactory mate. Absolutely. Hey, Derpdar, playing Peak. All right, there's an opportunity right now to head over to Derpdar. Give that individual a follow. You have to retire now, Nev. All right, no worries. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's run some applause. You're done as well. I'm glad you were able to join us. I'm glad you got the game up. I know a lot of you have responsibilities and families and children and things like that you need to take care of. Shrimp Army might be able to join on a game, but I also do know that Wolfie is not going to be able to play any longer. So, we are losing 3 and gaining 1. I don't know. I would play, but it's really going to be a challenge to try to play
It's over 9,000.
Chaotic Jinxie 41 months. You fucking, pardon my French, fucking boss. You ducking boss. Thank you so much, Captain Nev. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for participating. This was an experiment. So, I'm really not trying to do the whole push on the fundraiser in one day. You said something about Gamers Outreach. Hang on. Derpdar is an absolute legend of a human, says Sushi. He works hard with Gamers Outreach every year to get the game carts to hospitals across the USA. Thank you, Derpdar. Absolutely. You got one more in you, Wolfie? Do we want to do it 2.5 minutes? Let everybody kind of do their resets and yep, Derpdar is over here doing a shared chat. All right, I'm going to hold off on that follow until I can actually be in there. Thank you so much, Nev. Feel free to join us tomorrow or Thursday, or just come over and pop up the stream. Support us with your eyeballs. Number of viewers is really going to be a metric that will help the fundraiser more than anything. If we can pop up near the top of the Time Weirdo NHC, holy crap. Long enough to say thank you for helping Sushi with the fundraiser, and I wish the best to the fundraiser and the ones supporting it. Thank you so much. We absolutely wish the best to you. Are you also a streamer?
Run away!
Let me get over here. We'll drop that in. Please feel free to shout out Time Weirdo. We can do an age rush with infinite resources. Yes, Shrimpy would probably be down for that. Bolvaic? Absolutely. You're not a streamer yet, but you want to be one day. If I can do it, I'm here to prove to you everybody can do it. All right. We're going to return to the main menu. We're going to do a 2.5 minute break. Shrimpy's firing up the PC. Everybody get ready to take 2.5 minutes to stand up, stretch, refill your hydration vessel of choice, check out Users in Chat. Just go to Users in Chat, right-click on everybody, and give them a follow. That's how we do here. The plan is to start at Dark Age. Wolfie and Jen will totally be down for this. Start at Dark Age with infinite resources, rush to Imperial, and build a wonder. Bolvaic just followed and is a streamer. He's a part-time streamer, and his stream revenue goes to Children's Hospice Southwest because what a freaking boss. What a freaking boss. That's a beautiful legacy in support of Noah's legacy. Thank you, Bolvaic. And thank you, Sushi, for introducing us to all of these wonderful streamers. Good thing there's a break. Somebody has a hamster bladder. All right. I'm going to click the buttons. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes. Please enjoy this beautiful music. Bolvaic, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be here Wednesday and Thursday as well. But for right now, I've got some pretty pictures and some music. Sushi, feel free to spam the chat with all of our commands and any information you would like to share about Children's Hospice Southwest. BRB! And welcome back from the break, everybody. If you can hear the sound of my voice, you are watching Grandma Plays a Game. I'm Grandma. This is my channel where we play games, but today we are supporting Noah's Legacylaps with a fundraiser on behalf of Children's Hospice Southwest in the UK. We are 40% of the way toward our £100 goal, and we have 3 days to get there from here. Sushi Cannon is in the Twitch chat. Sushi Cannon is the reason Noah's Legacylaps exists. Noah's Legacylaps, says Sushi, is a Children's Hospice Southwest's first digital friends group. Let's read that again. Noah's Legacylaps is Children's Hospice Southwest's first digital friends group. Starting in September, we will be hosting a monthly online coffee morning. We help support people who want to run events. We are also funding for CHSW, their own interactive tour/video game. We are taking CHSW out of our Tri-County area and into the worldwide digital world. Jen is on her way. She's making lunch for Tori. What a good wife. I love it. So we will be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We've got a little bit more time today. Our schedule was 10 to 12 Pacific. You're going to look for Noah, Noah, like this. Without the exclamation point, though, for the game. And then if you look in the Discord, you'll see the password as well. We had it much longer, but we don't want to do that. So we're just hoping that folks will stop in over the next 2 days. I know today is Gamescom. There's a whole lot of competition for eyeballs on a day like this. But Noah's Legacylaps, when I was originally invited to participate, it was dominantly a Mario Kart event because of Noah and his love for Mario Kart, and I'm not so great. Was that another follow? Thank you, Luplu. Lupaloo. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Hey, people who are able to pay attention to the stream are paying something toward this event. We appreciate that because the number of viewers will help stream visibility over the next 2 days as well. Please feel free to join our Discord. The link is down below. There is also a panel down below the stream for donations. We have a couple of chat commands. Folks, they're in the title of the stream. So feel free, anyone can use those commands to get more information on the fundraiser today. Thank you all for joining us. So when we receive word from the inimitable Wolfie Kohaku, who's probably also making a cup of tea, thank you, Captain Nev. Thank you, Captain Nev, for joining us for this leg of the fundraiser. We're going to try to keep doing this tomorrow and Thursday. If we have enough players, I would like to do... There it is. Thank you, Captain Nev. I would like to continue to do this if we have at least 4 folks. Just waiting patiently. Okay, the lobby is up for all players. Genoa might still be making lunch. Shrimp Army, go on, get over there. It's been 2 years since the first event, and we are evolving all the time, says Sushi. Now we are running themed months. November is cozy month. Ooh. And we just want anyone and everyone to show us the beauty of the games they love. That is the thing that I adore. And I've found that in so many other ways, no matter what you prop up to do, it's your passion that's going to be attractive. Shrimpy is ready and waiting. Let me head over to the game. I have to wait for you guys to actually start in order to jump in as a spectator. So we'll see what happens. We don't want ranked games. All right. So as soon as oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry I sent the puppy crazy. Sorry, puppy. That is really loud, isn't it? Sorry, Sushi. Here you are to help, and I've aggroed your dog. You do have the most adorable puppies, though. He's crazy all the time. Barks at horses on TV commercials. Golly. All right, so as soon as we get Genoa, the Queen of Chat, connected to the game, we should be good to go. So tomorrow's stream, I am planning on attending a seminar in the morning, but I'm on a wait list. So if I don't bubble up to being a participant, then I might start stream a little early and just do some challenges in Hitman with the overlay up and allow people to contribute if they would like to do so. No expectations. And then roundabout noon tomorrow, which will be sometime UK. Y'all are messed up. Nobody even knows. Okay. Nobody knows what time that's going to be in the UK, but I know that in Finland it will be 10 p.m. You should be cleaning? No, we already talked about that. You missed that conversation in chat. We might only get one more game. My time zone is Pacific. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. I thought it was 8 hours, but I usually type GMT and then maybe GMT is 9 hours and the UK is 8. I don't know. I keep London time on my phone. I keep Seoul on my phone because I've had friends there. I also used to live there. I also used to live in the UK. But I try to keep multiple worldwide times on my phone. So tomorrow, 8 p.m. for the UK, 10 p.m. for Finland. I say that for Saradeath because they're in Finland. And because they're wonderful. And they rated the channel today. Thank you, Saradeath, for rating the channel. If you guys don't know who Saradeath is, get your butts over there. Let's get the shout out. I can't type on two computers. Who was also so kind as to put our fundraiser in their Discord for their community. So thank you to everybody who came over with the raid. We appreciate you and your eyeballs. The fundraiser is to help out. That's the other thing. Sushi, we change the US and the UK change like a week apart or some nonsense. Because when I lived over there, it was frustrating. Okay, so just waiting for our final player to join in. Hey guys, guess what we're doing? We're playing Age of Empires 2, Definitive Edition, Race to the Wonder, Post-Imperial Age. Oh, this is going to be a different race, right? This is going to start in Dark Ages, and this will be Race to Imperial, and then Race to the Wonder. So we're doing all Race to the Wonder games because I'm not interested in getting deep into combat nonsense. The micro is a bit much, and since I'm going to be announcing, we're just going to run this as a Race to the Wonder and a rush through the ages. We have a couple of capable players here who are going to make a real challenge out of this game. 2 minutes. Oh, golly. Gotta keep talking for 2 more minutes. Hurry up with lunch, Jen. Okay, I should have taken a longer break. No combat. I mean, Race to the Wonder is a no combat. Hey, Sweet Pea, thank you very much for stopping in and following the channel. I appreciate you. Grab yourself some cookies. Tuck yourself into the pillow and blanket fort. We haven't even talked about those commands. By the way, you can put yourself in the pillow and blanket fort by using exclamation point fort
the beginning of the
or
greatest
exclamation
empire
point
of all time.
sorry, or exclamation point lurk. Those commands will put you into the pillow and blanket fort. If you would like to participate in today's fundraiser by donating dollary dues instead of eyeballs, you can do that by following the link that's showing up there in the chat or by clicking the panel down below the stream. If you want to know more about the charity we are raising money for, Children's Hospice Southwest, which is UK-based hospice for life-limited children and their families. If you want to read more about Noah's story and why Noah's Legacylaps exists, you can follow that link right there and read Sushi Cannon's story about why this hospice is so important to her. Okay, refreshing. I got nothing. What other games do you like playing? I'm assuming you're meaning me, Flaffies. You feel free to check my YouTube. That's where I put all of my VODs. I tend to be, I've started out streaming Hitman, World of Assassination, and there we go. And moved to some Fallout. I've played Dishonored. Played Cyberpunk 2077 a lot. Played Baldur's Gate 3. And yeah. There we go. Vikings, Malians, and the Huns. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Shrimp Army Games in gold, Seratona in lime green, and Genoa, the Queen of Chat, in purple. Let me head over here. We're going to click this and that so I can see everybody. By the way, players, you might not want to have the stream on. Here we go. I'm going to pull up population stats, and looks like Shrimp Army has chosen a civilization that doesn't need houses. So yeah, Flaffies, if you look at the playlists on my YouTube, you can see where I've been. I am profoundly in love with Hitman World of Assassination. Can't use WADs. By the way, Grandma, you can't use WADs to navigate the world. What map is this even? Can I see what map it is? I forgot I had all my stats up there. Okay. Seratona, you all right? Is everything okay? Is anybody out there? All right, let's take a look at our resource development. I see some villagers being built. All right. We should start seeing some food, wood, and gold coming up. Don't forget, folks, you have very specific buildings that you need to construct in order to move to the next stage. Oh, just shaking your hands out. I'm sorry, baby. I know we're pushing you a lot today. This is called Rush Through the Ages, Race to the Wonder. All right, be careful about how many of your villages are allowed to take smoke breaks at any given time. You want to try to maintain your productivity to the best of your ability. Do remember that your wonder must be built, must absolutely be built within the gold square. You have unlimited resources. Oh, that's why it says 0. There we go. We'll keep it on this screen then. Build everything as fast as you can. Okay. So let's see how this shapes up. I've never really played unlimited resources. That's really cool. Take a look after the stream. Oh, is it not? It should be just right down below the stream. There should be a um Grandma's YouTube VOD Vault, the Sleepiest Discord. Oh, hello? Thank you so much, Sweet Pea, for the donation. Aren't you amazing? They're watching. Oh, that's right. They're watching on the TV. Oh, thank you. Okay. I forgot it. Would you hang on. Well then I will get you the link. I have it right here. Copy. There. Oh, you can't can you see chat? Okay, we've got some folks moving up to the feudal age here, boys and girls. This is going to be time, boys and berries. We have a mill going up over here in gold. Let's see what else we have going. All right, town center. We have some buildings happening here in lime green. All right, we have 2 in the feudal age: Shrimp Army and Seratona. Genoa is still working on housing, building an entire suburban development over here. Sweet Pea, thank you so much. Your Sushi says your donation can help fund art supplies for an art therapy session or popcorn and soda for a movie night during a weekend stay for the kids. Thank you very much for being here. And thank you for choosing to donate actual real money. That's a more rare resource for most people right now than some folks who make policy would ever know. Okay. This is all going to be curious strategies that we're watching happen here, because with unlimited resources, your key strat is going to be throwing your villagers at the buildings. All right, there we go. All 3 players in feudal age now. So our next age is going to be castle age. We've gone from dark to feudal, and we're going to have some critical buildings to pop up through the feudal age that are going to give people access to castle age. Let's see who has that strat down. So many distractions in the buildings. You can focus a lot of resources on a building you don't actually need. So, no flaffies, thank you. To everybody who's new to the stream, thank you very much for hopping in today. You are watching Grandma Plays a Game. We are running a fundraiser for Noah's Legacylaps to benefit Children's Hospice Southwest in the UK. Children's Hospice Southwest supports life-limited children and their families, providing places for them to stay and resources completely free of charge. Okay, we're looking at populations growing. Seratona looking at 21. Shrimp Army Games with 17. Genoa with 10 villagers. I think we've seen across time that it's kind of a critical thing to have the right number of villagers working on your wonder when you get to that point. Make sure you're leaving room for your wonder inside the gold square. Although we do have a very open map here, this looks like a desert location. Kind of want to get out here in the water, and can't use WADs to navigate the map, Grandma. We said that multiple times. You got to use the arrows. It's a beautiful coastline. I've been learning a lot from Spirit of the Law. Shrimp Army Games first to Castle Age. All right, let's get that. But don't play it because I don't want to set off Sushi's dog again. So sorry. Is it the bully? The little English bulldog? It's an English bulldog, isn't it? So cute. All right, so we're looking at villager count. Serotonin 21. Shrimp Army is now up to 22. Genoa still hanging out at 10. This is an interesting strategy, but Genoa is a very clever player. Won our race to the wonder several times. Genoa in the castle age now. Serotonin. What do we think is going on over there? We're not going to look for a moment. Remember, Jen, no combat in this mode. Serotonin in the castle age. There we go. All three players now. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. All three players in the castle age. I see a castle going up. Is there another castle going up? Not yet. Anybody else? Anybody else? What do we have here? That looks like a monastery. Somebody is definitely going for a bold strat here. A bulldog and a bull terrier. Oh, the bull terrier was the puppy. You posted pictures when you got that puppy, or very young in that puppy's life. What do we have happening here? Okay, looks like another castle is going up. Lots of structures, lots of structures. Okay, third castle. The third castle is finally inbound. We have one completed. Second one, seconds from completion. And our third castle. Who is going to be the first to plant the wonder in the ground? Who is going to get the buildings and resources required? Wants to jump up at a pot on the stove? That is what we call a naughty pupper. Okay, I see Shrimp Army Games over here playing some serious strats. Serotonin also thinking right outside the gold box. Not the worst thing you could do. That's going to make a lot of room for your population. All right, what are we looking at here now population-wise? Speaking of which, 26 for Serotonin, 30 for Shrimp Army Games, 12 still for Genoa, holding off on making those villagers until the last moment. Will that strategy play out? We should be mere moments away from seeing some wonders going up. We need the Imperial Age to pop up before anybody can start their wonder. All right, we're looking at a 2-seat TC strat over here in the gold territory. Got a university and a barracks in purple. Well done on that marketplace. A monastery, a castle. I feel like we should have folks real close now. Shrimp Army Games. First to Imperial Age. Breaking the tape. Not quite at the finish line, but certainly Genoa building a wonder right now in Imperial Age. Back to back. Wolfie Kohaku going for the most castles built. Also 2 TC strat. Let's see how that plays out. Mind the AI on some of those villagers. They will just start wandering off and doing whatever they like. All three players have entered the Imperial Age. So now It's going to come down to the wire. Let's see how we do on wonder construction. I see a wonder happening. I see a second wonder happening. It's a wonder. Sushi Cannon would like to share with everybody that there's a distinction between a hospice and a children's hospice. A standard adult hospice works with people who have a prognosis of 6 months or less, typically. A children's hospice takes every child who has complex needs and who may not make it into adulthood. A child diagnosed in utero with an illness that may see them pass at 17 is immediately offered access to a children's hospice for the baby. It means children use the service for much longer. Thank you very much, Sushi Cannon, for keeping us all educated. As someone who did not ever choose the opportunity to have children, it's not an area that I've ever really been aware of. And I can count that, I guess, as a huge part of my privilege living in this world. I think not enough people. Shrimp Army Games mocks your puny achievements. Relic and Wonder victories now take longer, and relics now generate less gold. Hello? What happened there? How did that happen? You're the real winner at heart. I know. Housing for everyone. Wolfie Kohaku over there building all the housing for everyone. Anyway, I was going to say that a lot of people disregard the fact that not having to be concerned about many things that cause other communities to suffer is a level of privilege in and of itself. Okay. Yeah, less than 1K progress to go. 2K progress on purple and 3K plus progress on lime. CHSW takes this a step further. A child in their care has the same carer each visit. Oh, that's wonderful, except for emergencies, of course, which means the children and carers build a super strong rapport over the years. That's magnificent. Wolfie, I'm counting 7, 8, 9 castles now. It's a fascinating strategy. It's a strategy. Okay, if Shrimp Army can keep their wonder up for 50 years. Are you building a second wonder? Okay, we have one wonder complete. Another one is less than 1,000 from completion. And the final one? Wolfie has gone mad with castles. Look, I don't blame folks who live in the UK for having a little bit of a fascination with castles. Genoa has a wonder. We can see on the ribbons in the upper right-hand corner. It's just a race now. I'm pretty sure we don't use combat in this one. You approve of castles? Tori, you're going to go nap. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate your participation. Feel free to come in tomorrow or Thursday. Well, Thursday you said you're not available, but if you are available tomorrow, feel free to come on in. Wolfie, I'm hoping you can be our lobby guru once again. As soon as I realized how much stone castles had and that there wasn't a strategy for insulating castles at all, I see visitors approaching gold territory. Do we have something going on? I detect sabotage. You have 10 castles. So there may be a huge party foul occurring in the no combat game. Shrimp Army Games? I'm going to strongly recommend you check on your wonder. Well, Shrimpy, if you have the stream muted. Oh, it's just to look threatening? Oh, okay, they can't do anything? Okay, good. I don't know. I'm just the commentator. One, two, three, four, 5, 9. Not yet, Shrimpy. You have them in progress, but you only have 10 constructed. $11. I fear for Wolfie's title in Castlemania. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Well, there's only 23 years remaining there for us to hang out and yeah, I kind of preferred the other uh if you're Southwest based, Wolfie, Sushi will buy you a pity tea. Oh, that's lovely. All right, we're still working on the countdown. Yeah, I kind of almost prefer the other mode that we did. With unlimited resources, for sure, this definitely gets to a fail state sort of a thing. It's just a matter of waiting out the last 6 years. Not going to Birmingham for tea. Lasai. Yeah, I'm sorry, Genoa. All of your armies are impotent. There it is. And the checkered flag is waving in the stands. Everybody, please, let's hear a round of applause. Our final match of the day goes to Shrimp Army Games. Thank you. Thank you, Genoa. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Wolfie. Thank you, Shrimp. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, Captain Nev, for playing with us. New to the Pillow and Blanket Fort community. Absolutely lovely human being. I am so grateful for all of you. Yep, GG's all around. It's silly, silly fun. And I think why, now that we've all had a moment to run around with this, that we can get even sillier tomorrow. I mean, we could do a Defend the Wonder. We could do We could make up our own custom win states by Thursday if we want. But what I would like to do, oh, thank you so much, Flaff. Thank you, Sushi, for giving us the opportunity to join in the Noah's Legacylaps fundraisers. I kind of want to believe that sometime in Noah's future, maybe they would have enjoyed a game like this as well. Especially when we play it in ridiculous ways like this. I'm going to come back up to the main screen. We are only 1 day into a 3-day tournament, and we are 50% toward our goal. Thank you so much, Sweet Pea, for the most recent donation. Thank you, Sarah Death. Thank you, Wolfie. Thank you, Sushi, for making Noah's Legacylaps a thing, for being the first digital friends for Children's Hospice Southwest, and for spreading the joy of games everywhere. And not only that, but to do it in support of people who are supporting children and families. I am always here for the folks who help the suffering. So, on behalf of me, Grandma Plays a Game, I'm going to say thank you to everybody who joined our stream today. We are going to call an end to this and plan to come back tomorrow. You almost had all the relics. Holy cow. Yeah, we could do a relics thing. Yeah, we're all done for today. Oh, thank you, Wolfie, for hosting all of the lobbies. Absolute boss. And Genoa and Wolfie for honchoing all the moderation in chat. I know it's a lot to pay attention to. And for Captain Nev and Sushi Cannon for being the coordinators in the Tiltify campaign. We'll be back tomorrow. Barring all unforeseen circumstances and other acts of a vengeful God, everybody may Ceiling Cat purr in your general direction. May Happy Cat, the son of Ceiling Cat, curl up on your lap. Chaotic Jinxie, thank you for being here. Sweet Pea, thank you. And I'm going to go not speak for the next 24 hours. Yeah, Shrimpy, go clean your office. And give Nutmeg a hug for me and tell her if she ever runs away from your house again, she's in big trouble. I will come to Oak Harbor and find that cat. All right. I love you all very much. Please take a moment. Please take a moment sometime before you go to sleep today and do something intentionally kind for yourself. Whether you just speak to yourself kindly or you do something nice for future you, please take a moment to be kind, to remind all of us that we need kindness, and kindness is something they cannot take away from us. Bolvaic, nice to meet you and your magnificent beard. Thank you so very much. Did I drop you a follow? Let me make that happen. Please do when you get a moment, everybody. I did. Okay, very nice. I'm getting lost in everything. It's grandma brain. Not only is it important to remind yourself that you are deserving of kindness, but it's also really good practice for when you spontaneously decide to be kind to somebody else. And you go, oh, wait, I was just kind to me. I know that all I have to do is say something nice. Okay. Until I see you again, please remember that I love you. Please take all the cookies. Please take all the blankets. Derpdar appears to still be streaming. I don't do raids. Otherwise, I would consider doing raids. My humble apologies. But everybody, I'm going to give you the link here in the chat in case you missed it. I just don't have the energy to hang out in a stream right now. I need to take a break and reset my brain. So until I see you again, we'll be in the Discord Please remember that I love you. I appreciate you. The derpiest of Dars. Yes, they are over here playing Peak, which is hilarious. So everybody, in lieu of a raid, please head over there. I love you too. Thank you. And we'll carry on until we meet our goal and hopefully well past that goal. We'll see what happens over the next 2 days. Elaine and Eden, thank you for being the chief blanket passer outer. And I will see you when I see you. Okay? Thank you very much. I love you. You're amazing. Takes one to know one. You started it. All right. Peace, love, and joy to you. Till I see you again. Bye.